Now on SportsCenter, full coverage of the NFL major moves today, featuring the Texans' shocking trade of DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals. Adam Schefter standing by. Plus, 14 players received the franchise tag, including Derrick Henry, A.J. Green, and Dak Prescott. Inside the Cowboys' next step to sign the star QB long-term, and Amari Cooper's free agency forecast. Also, the battle for Tom Brady is underway. Adam Schefter has up-to-the-minute buzz on which teams are still in the hunt and how much the Patriots remain in play, and continuing coverage of the coronavirus impact in sports. New details on the plans for the NFL draft, the start of baseball season, and upcoming fights in the UFC. This is SportsCenter.
Hopkins with a one-handed grab. How does he do it?
Here's Kevin Nagandi and Zubin Mahenti.
Hi everyone, welcome to the 2020 pre-draft show. I am Espn Commentator.
And I'm Fee Aldigo.
We have a lot to get to today, including owner introductions and rule breakdowns. But before we get there, I want to take a moment of silence for our mediocre fantasy football owner, Elijah, who will not be able to play with us this year.
We appreciate everything that he's done for this league, especially all of the wins that he gave out.
I couldn't agree more, Fee. We are just a few short minutes away from the 2020 fantasy football draft. So let's get right into our owner introductions. Starting us off at the top of our list this year is the New York Honey Buns, owned by the notorious Nick Lalone. Last year, Nick was the 2019 Holy Grail champ with a record of 8-5. His team name was formerly the 8-Inch Bangers. One of the most impressive things I think Nick has this year is his draft strategy. No research equals no losses. Our next owner on the list is Kyle Morrison. Formerly known as the Pill Poppers, he had an amazing record of 9-4 last year. A couple years back in 2017, he placed first. His favorite vacuum is a Kirby, and last year he had a total point scored of the whole season of 2,019.9 points.
Gil Pickles, he went 8-5 last year. He's been the top 4 every year since 2017, but can't seem to snag a win. He's April's farmhand, and he digs holes in the ground for a living. So maybe this year he can get the points flowing the same way he gets the water flowing.
Our next team is the Hot Cheyenne Peppers, who seem to play more like the mild Banana Peppers this year. Came in at a record of 7-4, but somehow only managed to walk out of her Northern Division as 1-6, one of the worst in the league. But she was 2 years ago in 2018 the Holy Grail winner. Hopefully this year she can pull a little bit better numbers in her division.
Yo, Toddy Ho. He's a Labrador Retriever collector. I think he's up to 3 now. He didn't do much of anything in the 2019 season, but hopefully this year he's as good at drafting players as he is at drafting missionaries. Lord guide him in his picks this year.
Next on our list is the Flying Dutchman, coming in with a record of 6-7. Last year, the owner, Logan, named his team this year's winners, but definitely turned out to be that year's losers. He's expected to draft Alvin Kamara as his first pick of the season.
Chicken Mama is up next. Last year, she had the highest scoring week at 197.1 points. She owns over 50 plus chickens, hence the name. She has the 10th overall pick in the draft.
Coming in at number 8 in the list is the Aristocats, owned by Grandma Sue. Last year, Grandma Sue had a record of 6-7, but it looks like her cats may need to grow some claws this year. They lost in round 1 of the playoffs by only 0.3 points. She spends her nightlife as a disc jockey, but this year has the first overall pick in the draft.
Our rookie this year is Akio Wins, Rachel. Rachel's Logan's girlfriend. She's a big Harry Potter fan, and she's willing to take out the competition by any means necessary. Just look at that face.
Coming in last place is Team Chugger Chugger Choo Choo, owned by Chase Wilcox, your one and only commissioner. Even with the ability to change the rules, Chase still managed to walk away with the loser log from last year. Even with a total move of 35 players, he still struggled to come up with a 6-7 record. On a completely unrelated note, we're going to head over to our field expert, Jerry, who's going to break down our new rules for this season. Jerry, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm Jerry. I'm supposed to be talking about the rules for this season, I guess. I got stuck with this, so I'm just the intern here. So our two rules for the 2020 season, we got injured reserve spots. Last year, let's see what we have. We had 1, and this year we're going to 3. So I guess that's because of COVID. I guess the commissioner is being the commissioner and thinks it'll be helpful to add 2 more spots to the injured reserve in case your players get COVID and they get stuck on your bench, so then you have a place to put them. The second rule, I guess you guys will be keeping 3 players from this season, the 2020 season, and you'll get to keep them into next season, which would be 2021. Commissioner says that you get to choose the 3 players after the end of this year and before the draft next season. So, yeah, that's it. Back to you guys.
Well, that was an insightful breakdown of our rules this year from Jerry.
That's all we have for today's show. We look forward to seeing you next year. Good luck on your quest for the football Holy Grail.